the big match for me, apart from Ryan and Khaled, is Lachlan and Irakli.
Well, I heard Lachlan's weighing in at 160 for this one. I think he sent me. Yeah, 160. Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. Definitely 160 kilos, and he's 6'11" as well.
Yeah.
Yes. But I'm gonna have to see my face back when you said that. Because I thought you were serious for half a second. I was like,
it's possible too. I saw some pictures. It was looking pretty big. Yeah.
Possibly. Yeah,
Possibly. He was 140 before. It's only been another.
Right. It's
like 2 kilos a month, and he could do it. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. Lachlan.
We are referencing a previous podcast where Matt called Lachlan Adair's weight at I think it was at like a 140. 140 kilos.
When it was 113.
Only to get a message from Lachlan just correcting things there a little bit. But I mean, he looked 140. Admittedly, he's a big guy. Yeah. So
he was 140 worth of power on that day.
Indeed, that was the output level. So, anything else capture your eye on that card?
Yeah. So Lachlan Adair from Australia, he's going over for probably one of his biggest matches since Todd Hutchings. So he's facing Irakli, who is doing incredibly well for a young guy. As I was saying before we started, the weird thing for me is Irakli seems like when you're looking at him before he gets on the table, he looks like a guy that goes to the gym, but he's not overly imposing. Like he's not this enormous guy, and it's like, oh my god, he's going to get crush people. It's like,
so he's just normal looking.
Yeah, it looks like a fit young man, strong. But when he puts his arm on the table, somehow it's 3 times bigger. And I don't know how it's happening, but it's like he's all the blood in his body has gone to this arm, and now it's 3 times as bigger and stronger. He had a fantastic
so he goes from
win.
Fitness model to open in 3 minutes.
That's right.
That's it.
Just in the arm.
Go gadget bicep.
Yeah.
Go gadget forearm.
That's right.
Go gadget pronator. And away he goes. So it's. I mean, this dysmorphia. I mean, how does he handle this? I mean, all the oxygen, all of the blood going into the right arm at the one time.
Well, he seems to handle it quite well because he's been doing really well on the world stage. And he had a fantastic win against Marcio Barbosa, who I had peaked as the favourite in that matchup. Although Marcio, in that match, it was a little bit frustrating for me watching it as a fan. There were so many restarts and fouls, and I think the first 2 rounds took about 15 minutes or something. There were so many restarts, and Marcio was sweating. He was, he was wrecked, and it was like, well, they've actually only gone like one time where they've said go, and they've actually pulled for more than a couple of seconds before there was a foul or there was a.
Was that East versus West? Or?
That was on the Devon Lerac card, Devon versus Levant. Yeah,
okay.
So an East versus. Well, whatever that was a standalone event. It might have been East versus West.
Yeah,
it was one of them.
Yeah, so you're really looking forward to seeing Lachlan.
Yeah. I think it'd be amazing if he does well in this matchup. I think he's the heavy underdog, to be honest, in this one.
Yep.
But if he does well, or if he gets a pin, or if he gets some stops, if he looks good, this will help his career in arm wrestling. It will allow him to go, well, I actually do deserve to be here. If he gets blown out the water 6-0, it's not a good day because that can potentially limit your ability to take other big matches where it's like, well, you just got destroyed, and
you're back to the pack for a little while. You're
right.
working your way through. You've got to get some of those key wins back up. And also, the last 2 or so years has meant that top athletes like Lachlan haven't been able to test themselves against the best in the world. And I guess, for Lachlan, it's really been testing himself against Ryan Bowen and over the last couple of years, and kind of both have been measuring themselves, using each other as a yardstick, and now coming out into the real world and seeing exactly what they've been doing in the shed, how that's translating on the tables at international events.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Lachlan was on a bit of a freight train rolling through. He took out. Well, he won the matchup against Ryan Bowen, 6-0, comfortably winning, and then won the over the top tournament as well in the Gold Coast. And then he was heading into the Todd Hutchins match, which I believe he was either the favourite or it was pretty even. And a lot of people were saying, well, Lachlan is the guy. Unfortunately, Todd Hutchins, Todzilla is the next level, and he's insanely strong and very experienced. And he ended up winning that match. But it doesn't really take a lot away from Lachlan to lose against a legend like Todd Hutchins. So, but this will be
to win that one would have elevated him into a whole new stratosphere.
Yeah, he would have been in the elite, absolutely.
Yeah, all of a sudden, like quite a quick ascension into those ranks. But this is one of those bouts where he's coming back, doing some of the hard work to get himself recognised again as being a player at the highest level. So we wish all the Aussies there, Ryan and Lachlan, all the very best here on Arm Wrestling Extra, and of course all of the athletes. We hope you come away injury free and have a great night. And we'll be looking forward to watching here on the screens at home. So wishing everybody all the very best, and thanks to everybody who's tuning into the podcast for the first time. If this is your first time, please hit the subscribe button. Make sure that you hang around for more. You'll make sure that every week you'll be getting a podcast coming straight to your device, and we'll look forward to bringing you a whole lot more Arm Wrestling Extra, more news and reviews coming very, very soon.